Good morning, everybody. Larry here with the Farmstead Way, and it's good to be back. So I haven't posted in like 2.5 weeks. Life has been really crazy here on the homestead. I feel like I say that every time. But we just here in Ohio had our fallback time change, so now it's dark at like 5:30. And normally when I did all my filming was after that time. So I'm gonna film a little bit before I head to work. We're gonna go put an air conditioner in and do some repairs on another house. But I wanted to show you guys something cool today and talk to you guys a little bit. So I just recently got this new pipe. It is nothing fancy or expensive. It is a Moonang. I don't know, it's probably some cheap Chinese thing, but it's just a $25 Amazon pipe. And I gotta really say, these straight shaft, I'm not exactly sure what shape this is, these straight shaft pipes are really nice. It's not the easiest to clench when you're trying to do work because there's a lot of weight. With the more the bent style mouthpiece, you're able to kind of let it hang. With this, you kind of have to hold all the weight with your teeth. But I feel like with the straight shaft, it burns a little smoother, more mellow, whatever. So we're gonna enjoy some My Mixture 965, which is the stuff I sent over to Blue Ridge Piper. And we're gonna chat. So as you all know, if you're an American, we just got through one of the craziest elections that I have ever seen. I did not think that Donald Trump was going to win, and he did. And the Republicans, unless I'm mistaken, have control of the House and Senate now, which hopefully we can get something done, because I really don't care who's in office. I just want a politician that is going to work for the people and not for their own private interests, and try to stick to more of a moral, biblical standpoint. Does either side do that very well? No. But I just want someone that's nice and calm. So we'll see how this administration goes with good old Donnie. I would always joke about that with the guys at work, that, you know, good old Donnie and Joey running around circles up there at the White House. But whatever. But this brings me to a more of a serious point. But right before the election, I actually could not sleep. I was very curious as to who was going to get the nomination, and I was just anxious. I was worrying about the morrow, which the Bible says, cast not your cares upon the morrow, let tomorrow worry about itself. And as I light up this new pipe, it reminds me of a scene from The Lord of the Rings, the extended edition of the first movie, where Gaffer is at the Green Dragon, and they're talking about all the things that are going on in Middle-earth, and he says, far off tales and children's stories, that is, keep your nose out of trouble, and trouble will stay away from you, or whatever the actual quote is. And I think it's important to have a little bit of both of what's going on. You need to be able to stay on top of current events, while also keeping your nose out of trouble, and no trouble will come to you. Because I don't want to be ignorant of things that are going off in the world. But look around me. I live out in the country. So most of these issues that people are talking about sometimes can be far off stories. You know, sometimes I don't want to pay attention to things that go beyond my border of the driveway. See if I can get this lit. Give me a second, I'm gonna duck my head in the truck. Keeping it real on the channel. I'll work with that. I think that's one of the things that's nice about living on a homestead and pipe smoking. It keeps you grounded to the here and now. Out here in the country, things are a lot slower. Things are calmer. Things aren't as nearly as wild as they can be out in the city. And although the city is not my immediate surrounding, it's still the same country that I live in. So I need to be aware of what goes beyond the borders of southern rural Ohio. And having a pipe and having a nice cup of coffee is a nice way to slow down from the chaos that goes on outside of the borders of Ohio. This world's insane. People are crazy. People are very mean to each other. We see that every election cycle. Everyone just wants to point fingers and to scream and yell. And it's so sad. As a nation, we have more in common than we wish to believe. And I can't believe that a color on a political map is enough to tear this nation in two. And I believe if people stuck to more moral principles, if people found more of a common ground, if people were just kinder to each other, a lot of these things wouldn't be happening. I'm sure there's a lot of you that are going into this new administration with some uncertainty. So am I. And I voted for the man. I just want him to do what's right for the American people. To do what's right for all American people, not just the ones that voted for him. If you're a Democrat, I want you guys to be happy. I do. I want you guys to be able to go out on your front porch and be able to enjoy America the same way that every other American does. I want you to be able to look around and be proud of the dirt we're standing on, regardless of who's in the White House, you know? And I just can't believe that a person that you've never met, that makes decisions that most likely will never affect you directly, is going to tear you up that bad. Now you can go down the whole rabbit hole of his policies and certain things like that, but I lived under 4 years of Biden. Life was just grand. Things are a little bit more expensive, but the dirt that I'm standing on, the things that go on within my borders is just like they've always been. And you'd be surprised that if you slow down, you get off your phone, you'd realize how peaceful the area around you is. That's some good coffee. So, don't fret. There's been crazy ups and downs in this country and in this world. It's not the end of the world. But it is an opportunity to try to do things differently. Go in a different direction. And change things up. You'd be surprised how remarkable change can be if you just allow it to happen. But more importantly than that, just try to find peace where you're at. Enjoy the bird sounds, the crazy chickens calling in the background, whatever is the soundscape of your life. Just enjoy it. And don't let the worries beyond your borders freak you out. Don't be ignorant of them, because this is still your country. This is still your world. You need to know what's going on. You need to be informed, but not anxious. Because what you can control is your immediate surroundings. I can't control what goes on in DC, in Florida, in California. I can control what goes on here at this homestead and do my best to keep my family safe. I think that's what we need to focus on. So like I said, enjoying this little straight shaft pipe. This is a work pipe. I don't care if this gets destroyed or damaged or whatnot. Enjoying some, where'd it go? Peterson My Mixture 965, really great English blend. And like I said, sorry if this video is kind of sporadic. I'm like in and out of camera frame, but we're just keeping it real. So hope that everyone enjoys the rest of this week, enjoys the next few months, enjoy the changing of the seasons. It's fall, it's beautiful outside. The air is nice and crisp, all the leaves are falling off the trees. And you got bigger problems to worry about than things that are going on north of Richmond. Oh, the heck with it. I'll just fire this up when I get in the truck. So this is Larry here at the Farmstead Way. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to get back to making more regular content. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and just chill. It's a beautiful time of year. Don't ruin it. Have a good day, y'all.